Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Come on, let's go!
A second down throw for Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Buying time to his left. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And that is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Eli Harold coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here's Mostert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Muscles him off. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Incomplete. Well, time permits, we have to share the story we read about Doug Baldwin. After the loss, understandably very frustrated, said he played Madden until 3:30 in the morning to just release some of that anger because he could control all 11 guys in that game.
And that just tells you about how guys feel in playoff pressure, the idea of not going to the Super Bowl, which is all Seattle talks about. And there's Doug Baldwin staying up, playing Madden. I love what you said, though, the control of everything. Because you can't do that as a player. You can only control you and your aspect of the game. In this situation, he's controlling it all. Now, I guarantee you, Seattle was winning those games.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. Now fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And you think of all the years, speaking of Witten, that he's been around, but that touchdown catch he had against the Packers in the playoffs this year, that was his first postseason career TD.
Come on. That's
first,
not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. Where did you get that stat?
Now, that's not as much his fault as their lack of postseason appearances, but it was his first.
That's for real? That's legit?
That is legit.
Hard to believe.
Still, and this is a guy that hasn't missed a game since his rookie season in 2003.
And I don't think he's going to miss a game in 2017 either. I think he's energized and wants to come back and chase the ring.
Prescott now on second down. And Beasley with it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on, let's go!
Prescott to throw on 4th. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
91.
Going now is Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. This is taken at the 23. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Rod Streeter, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it is now 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
First down, Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw. Prescott throwing the slant pattern here, complete. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. Bryant 38.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Easy, easy, easy.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of... A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Floating one, incomplete. Now let's take a quick pivot here, and I want to ask you about the Kansas City game against Pittsburgh. I certainly didn't see 6 field goals winning that. No touchdowns for the Steelers. That was an interesting affair.
It really was, and while Pittsburgh never got into the end zone, found a way to win it with 6 field goals, Kansas City did get into the end zone, but not at the times that they flat out needed to. So both of these teams were exhibiting that bend but don't break mentality on defense. And Pittsburgh, with the help of a holding call on a 2-point conversion, tied the ball game for Kansas City, took that off the board. Pittsburgh able to escape and head to an AFC Championship game showdown with New England.
And you had a very good, succinct quote to me. You said 6 field goals will not beat New England.
Not a chance in heck. Just 6 field goals beat New England. They've got to find a way to turn those into touchdowns. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Oh, design run for their wideout. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. This is Mostert. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Kaepernick. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be a San Francisco 1st down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Hyde. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. first down, a run with Hyde. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Hyde. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really...
He's got a man complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Second down, Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ahmad Brooks in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Let's go!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Play action now, Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll run from the Wildcat. It's Hyde. They'll run with Davis. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, that second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third down now following the run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play clock's running down.
Easy.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Chip Kelly, well, he's known for never shying away from taking a chance, and his guys are going here on fourth. Oh, look at this play call. And he's got room. Torrey Smith, watch him go. Touchdown, 49ers. Torrey Smith, 44 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it.